Guys, today's show is all about the beef cheek. So look, my name is Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. If this is your first time here, please consider hitting that there subscribe button and ringing that bell so you get notified every time the channel does a future upload. So look, man, we got a pretty long smoke ahead of us. Let's turn our attention to the board, take a look at these beef cheeks, and then get them on the pit. Now, I did pick these up online, and if you've never tried beef cheeks, I'll have a link down below in the description. Right to Porter Road, 10% off. Pick them up. So look, the first thing we have to do is clean them up. Oh yeah. So look, anything straggling, anything hanging off, that silver skin, I'm going to take it off. You can leave it on as it'll probably render down, but I am going to take it off. I want a nice clean beef cheek. Any hard fat, anything hanging, it's all got to go. So look, man, there's not really much to breaking down these beef cheeks. Just take your time. As you can see here on the board, we almost got like maybe a, what would you say, is that a 60 or 70% beef cheek to 30 to 40% fat ratio on the breakdown. So basically what we will do here is treat this like a brisket. I got some salt, pepper, and garlic rub. We will get that all over the beef cheeks. We will get them on the pit. We will run them 275 Fahrenheit, and I am looking at about maybe a 4 or 5 hour smoke. We want to develop that nice bark. At that time, what we will do, we will get them in a tray that has been sitting underneath, and we will start to braise it out. We will cover it in foil. We definitely want to maintain that bark, but we need to do that to basically break down the beef cheeks so we can shred them up into a perfect barbecue beef cheek sandwich. So look, again, what I would like to do is turn the attention to the board, start rubbing these down. We will get these on the pit, and then I'll bring you guys back in about 2-3 hours to give a look. Keeping this just like I would a brisket, salt, pepper, granulated garlic, that's all it needs. You want to maintain that nice beefy flavor that we're going to get. So that is the perfect rub for the beef cheek. So look, I got my pit set at that 275 mark. I'll get those on. I'll get a pan underneath to catch any drippings, and we'll utilize that pan later in the cook. All right, guys, look, we are about 2.5 hours in, and I can tell you that GRILLS is humming along right at that 275 mark. I like that. Let's go in together. I want to check out that bark at this point, and I also want to get a temp reading. If we're up into that 170, 180 range and that bark looks nice and set, we'll probably go on to the next step. Either way, let's go in together, let's check it out and see where we are. Yeah. So look, man, right off the bat, I could tell you I am definitely digging the color of these beef cheeks. I am definitely digging the bark of these beef cheeks. Everything is set up nicely. We'll get a probe in, and as long as we're up and over that 170, 175 range, which we are, I'll get some onions in the bottom of that pan. I'll top those with the beef cheeks, hit them with some beef stock, cover them up, and get them back in the pit. So these are going to go back in the pit probably for about an hour and a half. We got to continue to break down that collagen. You got a lot of interconnected muscles in there that have to be broken down, and this is the best way to do it. All right, guys, look, I am thinking about another maybe hour and a half to 2 hours. At that time, I'll bring you back, and we'll check it for that toothpick tender. So look, that is about an hour and a half more, and look, with the size of these things, because they were on the smaller size, I am thinking we are probably finished. but let's go in together. What we're going to do here is we are going to check them for toothpick tender, which basically means you want that probe to go in and out like butter, man, like melted butter. You want zero resistance, and also you want that temp up and over 200 Fahrenheit internal. If all that checks out, we will get it on the board. We will let it rest for about 15-20 minutes. Then we will shred it up and build us a sandwich. So look, first point here, like I said, man, watch that steam. It'll get you if you're not careful. We will get these opened up. We will check them out. And as you can see, we are easily a toothpick tender. Oh, yeah. Oh man, these are gonna be good. All right, guys, man, these are looking good. They are perfect, man. Like I said, toothpick tender and up and over 200. Now let's get them on the board for that quick rest. So look, man, as you can see here, we have maintained that nice bark that we worked so hard to get. Well, hey, man, not really so hard. I've seen some of these beef cheeks take upwards of 8 to 10 hours, but we are looking pretty good. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna loosely cover it with some foil and just let it kind of hang out here for about 15-20 minutes or so as I prep out my bread for my sandwich. Probably never wait long enough or as long as I should, but that said, man, I am hungry. I'm ready to dive right into this. And right off the bat, you see just how pull apart. What I'm gonna do here is let me get it all out. I'm gonna get it all chopped up. I'm gonna build a sandwich. At that time, I'll bring you guys back for a quick taste test and to close out the show. Oh, yeah. So look, there are a couple few routes that you can go. I am going to go with the classic sandwich. You can do a taco, which is probably the more popular way. Either way, I would tell you that this was a dynamite sandwich, man. If you like that nice beefy flavor, you will love this. I mean, look, man, there is nothing wrong with that. I am talking beefy flavor. I am talking salty bark. I mean, what else can one say? It's good stuff. All right, guys, look, man, what could one say other than that is beef cheek goodness right there. I've been hitting it since you know, getting snaps here on the rail, giving some to Molly over here, and hitting pieces as I was putting all this together. And I can tell you, it's very similar to a brisket if you've never had it, but maybe a little bit more beefy flavor. And it is sticky good. There is no doubt about it, man. I am gonna get a quick taste test and then close out this show. Now, I wanted to keep these sandwiches simple, and you can do these in a taco. I mean, there's many ways you can serve this, but I wanted to do a chopped beef sandwich. I was definitely digging, feeling that. So that is what I went with. And I definitely want to get a little bit of that Uncle Steve shake sauce with no name on there. And of course, cheers. Guys, right off the bat, man, I gotta tell you, that is an amazing sandwich right there. Like I said, man, it has that nice beefy flavor. It is definitely fall apart tender, as you saw. And I definitely do like getting in a little bit of that sauce, although that is definitely not needed. And look, I do believe GRILLS will blog out this recipe. I'll leave information on that down below. That way you can just follow it right to GRILLS website, print it out, and make this delicious sandwich right at home. And look, if you can't find beef cheeks, I'll also leave a link down to Porter Road. I do believe I have 10% off. You could pick yourself up some beef cheeks and definitely make this, man. I recommend it for sure. So look, man, that is it for this one. I do appreciate all you guys watching. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. And until next time, we will see you soon.